Tension builds early as Davtyan and Gupta explore the depths of the Sicilian defense. Nussdorf variation, Opusensky variation in Sharjah Masters 2025 group around 7. On e4. On c5. Knight f3. On d6. On d4. Threatening pawn takes c5. On takes d4 played by Gupta. Knight takes d4. Knight f6. Knight c3. On a6. This position is typical of Sicilian defense. Nussdorf variation, Opusensky variation. Bishop e2. On e5. Threatening pawn takes d4. Knight b3 played by Davtyan. Bishop e7. Queen d3. Bishop e6. Bishop e3. Knight bd7. On a4. Rook c8. King castled kingside. King castled kingside. On a5. Queen c7. Rook fb1. Rook fd8. It is novelty move. Bishop f3. On h6. On h3. Bishop c4. Threatening bishop takes d3. Queen d1 played by Davtyan. On b5. On takes b6. Knight takes b6. Knight d2. On d5. Gupta is planning to play. On d4. Knight takes c4. Knight takes c4. Bishop takes d4. On takes d4, and gain a significant edge. Bishop takes b6 played by Davtyan. Queen takes b6. On takes d5. Bishop c5. Knight takes c4. Bishop takes f2 check. King h1. Davtyan's idea is to play. Knight takes b6. Bishop takes b6. On d6. Rook c5. Rook takes a6. On e4. Bishop e2. Rook takes c3. Rook takes b6 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook takes c4 played by Gupta. Queen e2. Threatening queen takes c4. Rook dc8 played by Gupta. Queen takes e5. Rook e8. Gupta is aiming to play. Rook takes e5. Rook f1. King f8. On d6. Rook c8. Rook ad1. Rook d8. Knight a4. Queen b5. Knight c3, and establish a winning position. Queen f5 played by Davtyan. Queen d6. Gupta is aiming to play. Rook e3. Bishop e2. Rook takes c3. Rook takes a6. Queen takes d5. Queen takes d5. Knight takes d5, and establish a winning position. Rook f1 played by Davtyan. Threatening rook takes f2. Bishop c5 played by Gupta. Gupta is looking to play. Queen g3. Rook takes a6. Rook f4. Knight e2. Rook takes e2. Queen c8 check. Rook e8. Queen takes c5. Rook takes f3 and gain a significant edge. Queen d3 played by Davtyan. Threatening queen takes c4. Rook d4 played by Gupta. Gupta wants to play. Rook takes d3. Pawn takes d3. Queen g3. Rook fd1. Bishop d6. King g1. King h8. King f1. Bishop c5, and establish a winning position. Queen takes a6 played by Davtyan. Queen g3. Gupta wants to play. Rook h4. Rook f2. Rook takes h3 check, and dominate the board. Knight e2 played by Davtyan. Threatening knight takes g3. Queen e5 played by Gupta. Knight takes d4. Bishop d6. Threatening queen h2 mate. Queen takes d6 played by Davtyan. Queen takes d6. Pawn c4. Pawn h5. Rook ac1. Queen c5. Threatening queen takes d4. Knight c6 played by Davtyan. Pawn g5. Pawn b4. Threatening pawn takes c5. Queen e3 played by Gupta. Pawn d6. Pawn g4. Threatening pawn takes f3. Bishop d5 played by Davtyan. Pawn takes h3. Pause the video and find the best move for Davtyan. Rook ce1 is the right idea because Queen takes e1. Rook takes e1. Rook takes e1 check. King h2. Rook d1. King takes h3 position is equal. Let's proceed to the main game. Pawn takes h3. Rook c2 slightly worse move played by Davtyan. Pawn takes g2 check. Rook takes g2 check. King h8. Pause the video and find the best move for Davtyan. Knight e7 is logical continuation as Queen h3 check. King g1. Queen e3 check. Queen h3 check. King g1 position is equal. Let's go to the main line. King h8. Bishop f3 is a mistake played by Davtyan. Davtyan is planning to play on d7. Knight takes d7. Rook e2. Queen takes e2. Bishop takes e2. Rook takes e2. Rook takes f7 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen d3 played by Gupta. Threatening queen takes f1 check. Rook gf2 played by Davtyan. Queen takes d6. Pawn c5. Threatening pawn takes d6. Queen g3 played by Gupta. Gupta might go for Rook e1. Rook takes e1. Queen takes f2. Rook e8 check. Knight takes e8 and take decisive advantage. Rook g2 played by Davtyan. Queen h3 check. King g1. Rook e3. Threatening rook takes f3. Rook h2 played by Davtyan. Threatening rook takes h3. Queen f5 played by Gupta. Gupta is planning to play Rook takes f3. Rook takes f3. Queen takes f3 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop g2 played by Davtyan. Threatening rook takes f5. Queen g5 played by Gupta. Gupta's idea is to play rook d3, rook e1, knight g4, rook h3, rook takes h3, bishop takes h3, knight e3 check, king h2, queen f4 check, king h1, and take decisive advantage. Knight d8 played by Davtyan. Threatening knight takes f7 check. King g8 played by Gupta. On c6. Rook c3. Gupta is planning to play knight g4. King h1. Rook c1. Knight e6. Pawn takes e6 and secure a stronghold in the game. King h1 played by Davtyan. Rook c1. Gupta considers playing queen f4, rook h4, rook takes f1 check, bishop takes f1, queen takes h4 check, and establish a winning position. Bishop h3 played by Davtyan. Knight g4. Gupta is aiming to play rook takes f1 check, bishop takes f1, queen f4, rook f2, queen takes f2, bishop g2, queen e1 check, bishop f1, queen takes f1 mate and dominate the board. Rook e2 played by Davtyan. Queen d5 check. King g1. Rook takes f1 check. Bishop takes f1. Queen takes d8. On b5. King g7. Gupta considers playing queen b6 check. King g2. Queen takes b5 and establish a winning position. Rook g2 played by Davtyan. Queen d4 check. King h1. Queen c3. Bishop e2 8 of loss for Davtyan, who resigned under pressure.